Welcome back to Mario Maker 2, everybody. If you may recall, this story may or may not be familiar to you, or at least this area might be slightly familiar. Well, the secret is that it's been a decent time since the first episode was recorded. Decent enough so that, well, Alley 720 here got uploaded and is now up into the world that you see. You can check Twitter for the code, but I'll probably show it later on anyway. But you know, it's also important to know that the reason why I'm not planning on playing that right now, even though I'm playing it right now on the title screen, is because I got another level to play, which we're gonna do right now, which is why I'm going to course board, just to prevent things from happening. Course bot is what I meant to select, but I didn't want the thing to reload. So yeah, since the last time I uploaded Cotton Alley, and I also uploaded Simple Battles, which is a simple battle, and Leave This House Immediately, which I'll probably show at the end of this anyway. But today we're going to be doing Super Meat Boy Dr. Fetus. So we're going to upload from where it is. And yes, there's a checkpoint, so we need to do this twice. So this is the most fun thing in the world that I've ever had done. I spent a majority of my time trying to get things down in order to make this level good and all that shit, put a star there for no reason, other than just to be a dick. And predictably enough, when trying to recreate this level, there had to be some compromises. So there are elements in this stage that are some form of pity and mercy, but otherwise would be like the true kind of essence of the stage. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be what Cotton Alley turned out to be, which, as of this point in time, only 2 people have beaten it. And at least 200 people have died, or at least 200 deaths have been had on 720. Where in the meanwhile, we just have Dr. Fetus' boss fight, which is interesting. And I don't think it's nearly as mean as Cotton Alley was, but I have a feeling that it's going to end up being a bit dickish for me right now, even though I've tested it multiple times during everything. The original plan was just to have an opening area that opens up into a sub-area just to have the first phase of the fight, but then I realized, hey, the length of the level itself, I can actually shift over and have the second theme play out itself. So I've done both phases of the boss fight, and it's so interesting. It's not the full second phase, because at the very end of the second phase there is this one part in the original Super Meat Boy where you have, what am I trying to think of? Where it's like you have to jump over to the left and then jump back over to the right in order to get over a saw blade that was there. But because of the height limit on these courses when in horizontal mode, I couldn't really maximize everything to the best of my ability. So it's been left as it is. And these saw blades are precarious. It's all possible. I tested this multiple times, which is exactly why I'm messing up. You know, that's the whole point, really. It's like, you don't need to see me play Cotton Alley over and over again, because we already have a video of that. Even if the Cotton Alley stage that I've got this time works better because of the horizontal scroll, I recommend you play it for yourself with the level code given, and check it out. You have to do some really mean spin jumps at the very end. That's also the reason why we've kept to the new Super Mario Bros. U style for both of these levels at this point. Because if not, then things are just truly difficult. So I have to do this speed run right now. And I don't know why. I think it might just be that I'm pressing the spin button too quickly after the first spin. But yeah, that jump takes 2 spins, and for some reason the double spin doesn't work all the time for me. Even in other levels. Yeah, I just have to delay it a little bit. And then step over to the side here. I couldn't necessarily get like the massive rotations that those sword blades would have. But you know, you compromise what you have. I don't want to jump down there because of that, of course. It's not the cleanest stage in the world. That was my fault. Truly my fault. But then there's also Mario Maker's way of loading in the sword blades and all that. So it makes it so that some sword blades, like those 2 that we just passed in the very first obstacle, it makes them kind of iffy and not exactly exact, and plus getting these doors to be correct is another thing entirely. But I have it there because, well, if I want to recreate it as best as possible, it's good to have things in such a way so that you can still do it. And that's one of the few mercy pieces in this level. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 mercy pieces in this level, because, yeah, much like in the, I was mentioning earlier with the full recreation in the second half of the level, the second half of the level in Super Meat Boy, once you do that wall jump over to the fin area in order to get to the first/last obstacles in the second half of the fight, there's actually a small saw blade in there, but I felt like since I already made it so that there's really short jumps already, that was dumb. I didn't want to have another one, plus there wasn't enough space, so I kept it as is. And you'll see if I eventually get over to there, but, you know, it's a case of beating it twice. And if I beat it twice, that's a good thing. And then it's a good video, you know? Oh, before you ask, Cotton Alley took me 40 minutes. And I had to do the exact same thing, beat it twice. Well, the reason why I chose to beat it twice, well, I didn't really choose to beat it twice, but the reason why I beat it twice is because of how I set the level. I had the opening area, which is the sorry pipe that you saw just a few moments ago on the title screen. Right, no. I'm forgetting this important detail. Right, shit. That was close, actually. You have to triple jump that. It's dumb, but you have to triple jump that. Yeah, the way I had the Cotton Alley set up was that as soon as you enter the pipe from the ghost house area into the Skyworld area for the level itself to start, you had a checkpoint straight after it, just so that when you die you don't have to hold right into the pipe and just enter the area again and again, so you don't hit a blip of whatever. It's a simple thing that I decided to add to that level, but it saves a lot of headaches in the future. Alright. Nope, I messed that up. This is probably one of the dumber parts of the level, but if you want to make it tedious, then you gotta make it so that no one beats it. If they figure out the secret, then they figure out the secret. I mean, some of the levels that I've done, like, besides basic stuff, which was just me messing around with 3D World, and it was kind of a basic, no-brainer challenge thing. You saw that in the last episode. Really? Most of the levels that I've done have some kind of difficulty in it. Even though I'm not truly the most creative person in the world, I have made the levels that I have so far in such a way that it has some kind of difficulty to it. Leave this out immediately. I like a lot, because the inspiration for that level came when I beat a level in, I think it was either, I'm fairly certain it was Super Expert, in Endless Super Expert. But what that level showed was a technique in New Super Mario Bros. U style, where if you ground pound on a slope and then jump at a certain point, you can get an extended kind of flight and so on. So for the Leave This House Immediately, I decided, you know, maybe that'll work decently well in the 3D World style too, which it kinda does. And so that's how that level came to be. 12, well, there we go. Yeah, it's not the best thing in the world, but... Nope. I don't think I made that saw blade particularly annoying. But it's not my call for it. Depends on if I actually beat this. Oh, by the way, because I only just remember this. RIP annotations. The death count for the original Con Alley video, Mario Maker 1. Plus Super Meat Bros. I'm fairly certain I did the death count for Super Meat Bros. They are gone unless done again, which I'm not really thinking that's going to be a thing to do. So I'm just going to leave it alone. Wait, no, that won't work actually. Maybe I just, well, I don't know why I'm trying to puzzle solve my own level, because it's a thing I made and it definitely works. And plus, the way that Mario Maker 2 is, I actually made the very last room of this in a really interesting way that I do like how I've done. Because if you remember from all those PBs that I've done, last room, basically you need to hit a switch on the top of the room, and then you need to drop a bridge underneath the room that you were just in. So, simple way to do that was use a two-state block for the first switch to open the door to the second switch, and then P-switch in order to take the brick blocks that were on the floor and remove the flooring. It's a cool thing. Hopefully we can actually see it sometime this millennia. It will truly depend on how long this takes. Both times. I mean, I don't know if I will start doing, like, you know, concentration runs where I don't really speak, but, you know, it'll depend. Jump down now. Spinning is helpful. There we go. Nope. Okay. That was another piece of mercy. That gap would have been way too long to jump no matter what for the wall jump, because Mario U's physics and Super Meat Boy's physics are not the same. Not sure if you could tell. I mean, you can't run as fast as Meat Boy or Bandage Girl in certain cases. Or other characters even. But, you know, I put meat at the beginning in coins because it's funny. And as you may have seen from the Maker preview, whatever you call it, I put Dr. F Boss. Mostly because I don't want to title the level Dr. Fetus Fight, because maybe I'll get notified by Nintendo's policies and shit, and it's not good. But, you know, I think that's also the reason why I changed four-letter word over, because I have a feeling that the reason why my original four-letter word level got removed might have been not only because of just the true kind of deal, but it might have been through other reasons too, relating to, well, the name. And I realized at this current moment in time that I accidentally let a track have an end, or not have an end to it, so it's just kind of launching a saw blade up into the air over and over again. I'll put... There's no excusing that. I have no idea what just transpired. Control sticks, man. How do they work? They just do. And by the way, I'm choosing Luigi because Luigi's fun. And I want to keep some variety up, you know? You don't always have to be Toad, you don't always have to be Mario. Bring the guys you like along for the ride. Now, yeah, see that sort of right there, you can see at the very top of it, it's doing whatever, it's just launching up into the air. And fun fact about that area specifically, I originally had conveyor belts going really fast in the direction you're heading, But then I realized, oh shit, that's not a good thing. So I took out the conveyor belts. Thankfully, that would have made this a lot. That made this a lot easier and tolerable. But then again, easy is somewhat of a statement. Although, something else I did think about doing maybe for a level concept is try to recreate kind of like a downwell kind of level. Which, I think it would have been cool. But actually doing it is another thing entirely. The save. Alright. That's the first half of the level done, but we actually beat it. See, that's what I was talking about. We got the second half in the castle. When things are being destroyed. Here's one of the first graces. I have to be really careful. Oh, this too. Whoosh. Maybe this part's easier than the other segment. I don't know. Alright, this is another grace thing that needed to happen because otherwise there's no way to wardrobe up the same wall not to get up here. But you know. Shit. Ooh! I don't have a running start to it. I needed a running start. That's why. I think that's going to be the cruel part for those who don't know. And I suppose that will make sense for a lot of people because, I mean, who's going to know that the triple jump is the way to beat that one segment? Who's going to know how to do those really tight spins in order to do things? You may even notice at some points the geometry looks like it's been sloppily made together, but the fact of the matter is, that's a close replica of how the stage looks. Full height. Okay, that helps for that. Nice! First try, idiot. And now we go. Once again. I did pretty well first time getting here. Ooh. Oof. That was also, that part, that was also originally meaner, but I made it better. Just a lot of things I could say. Ah! Forgot about it. Oh well. Hey Premiere Pro me, you got that death count going or whatever? It's fun, isn't it? I mean, it's going decently well, even with that dumb ground pound death from earlier. Okay. Jeez. I mean, it was only fitting to give Luigi the final boss music, or the player character, I suppose, final boss music for this style, in order to have the boss element of the level done. And if you couldn't already tell, something I couldn't necessarily recreate in its entirety is the water saw blades that technically make the original boss fight an auto-scroller. Because that would require pinpoint stuff and also silly mechanisms in order to hold them in place and a bunch of other stuff too. So that would have been a bit of a pain to really figure out. Especially given that there's two walls of those blades. So you had to somehow make it work over both of them. So that's why I chose to omit them. So it's like doing that skip. You know, the skip. The one that I like doing. But speaking of skips, I kind of want to do some more Celeste videos. Because they are... that's fun. Getting my speedrun down for Celeste. I think I mentioned on Twitter, or at least posted on Twitter when it happened, but I did manage to get sub 50 eventually, which is quite high up there. But the sub 50 that I got was a really low 49. So I suppose my next objective would be a 48. So perhaps that might be in the future. I mean, I've learned a lot of stuff since both the Gauntlet and the initial breaking an hour mark video that I did. Just, damn. Nice. 900 points. 900 points. This is just coins, but you know. Who needs points, coins? 2,000 points! You could probably just let go of the wrong button for that specific part. Ooh, yeah, that's close. Ugh, jeez. Don't startle me with a spin jump like that. Yeah, there's this over here. It's like, it's nothing too dumb, but it's easy to get out of. You don't need, like, a hidden block or whatever in order to escape it. Oh! Alright. Speaking of hidden block, you need it! I figured as much. That's why I kept those sides bare for those unfortunate souls that happen to do that. I mean, all those people that are totally watching this video right now. It's gotta be... if it does happen during this video, then it's gonna be captured and it's gonna be posted to Twitter as soon as I'm done with this. Just in case. But if not, then you'll eventually see it. Truly depends, really. 700 points. I know what I'm doing. 700 points. I know what I'm doing. Truly Luigi's power of this. I mean, it's understandable why you can't do this, but it'd be fun if you could just force a character onto a level for anyone to play in the course world and all that shit. Because if so, I could probably force, like, Toadette onto Coronale 720. That'd be fun. But, you know, with the majority of people, they play who they like. Getting the hang of this. Then the second half of the level, once I get it done once, it's just gotta be doing the second half again. Wall jumping, man. Ah! Is it my fault for doing the stupid strat? I mean, I haven't tried doing the curve around, trying to wall jump onto the safer platform. Maybe I should try that next time I get there, but it depends if I get there at a timely fashion and remember it at that time. It's entirely likely, but depends. Also, the power of the doors. Resetting all the spikes on tracks, it helps in some areas, but, you know. Whatever makes the level slightly more tolerable as well as more faithful. Whoopsies. Instinct kicked in there. Whoops. You know what? That's a thing to think about. I mean, I suppose I can call it an intentional skip if this does end up working, but there is a chance that something could work. And you just need to do the right triple jump to do it. Maybe you'll see when it comes back up again. There might be points where I'm just gonna start skimming through, like having no speech and kind of doing what I did with Battle Block Theater and just kind of showing when the deaths happen, just so the death count is pristine-ish. You know, for those of you that saw Battle Block, you know what I mean. So yeah, here's the thing I'm trying. Oh, it's possible. It's possible, but can you save it? It's up to you if you choose to go that route. But, you know, there is certainly an intended way to do things. It's the same with Meat Boy itself, to be honest. Because there is no way that I am going to beat the second half of the level going the intended way. I'm doing the skip where you bounce up the left side and hit the trigger for the cutscene and end the game like that. I've done that pretty much every PB run of Super Meat Boy, and it's just a thing that I do. Bum, bum, bum. Let's take a sip. Sippy of the drink. One-handed controller! One-handed Super Meat Boy level. Nope. How could I presume that would have been the case? I was just trying to be safe, man. Oh, didn't think I made that. Don't be zealous. Don't be zealous. There. Oh, and predictably enough, there's little to no way I could recreate Dr. Fetus in his rendition of this fight. Suppose the closest would be like something along the lines of a homing bill launcher following you around, but it's not like Dr. Fetus attacks you all the time. Yeah, maybe someone else will figure it out. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, I'm aware of Super Meat Bros Forever. I'm aware of Andre making his level. Probably not gonna do it, because it seems dumb and pointless to do. Besides, we've got other Super Mario Maker videos to do. We've gotta do some endless courses and do that shit. And that'd be slightly fun. I don't know if I'm gonna do too much of things, but I'll probably exhaust the live pools of Expert and Super Expert in that one video. Even though my high score for the both of them is like 2. You know. I don't know if it would have worked, but I wonder what would have happened if I tried to put like a propeller mushroom inside of that hole. Like, just to tease you with something that would make the level a lot easier. Whoopsies, I was a bit too early on the jump. You have to have some kind of speed in order to hit that switch, though. And then that switch is fine. I thought that was too low of a jump. Alright, so that method's doable. It's your choice. You can go through the side of the saw, like, if you want, but that was me being stupid. Boy, you bet you wish this was Mario World and you can spin blade on this jump saws, right? Why is it this one jump? Can't wait to see the world records, baby. Okay, well, you know, you have the choice of doing that. It's not like there's any other coins that would really benefit you from hitting that P-switch in the level. You know. Nice. You can shit yourself into there if you really wish to. Almost forgot about how that one's slightly different. Then there's that, which don't stay on. Alright. Nice, done it. This might be the first clear of the level. Ah! So yeah, that small one block run that you just saw, in the actual Super Meat Boy, that part of the level actually has another saw blade in it, and I didn't want to have like the third kind of jump like that being done, so I omitted that saw blade for not necessarily necessity, but just kind of convenience and the need to do it, since, well, you can only do so much in Mario Maker. Although there's things that you can do in it, it's still really impressive. I could have made this whole thing out of like blocks, and by blocks I mean like hard blocks and shit like that, but then I wouldn't be able to have the use of the slopes in order to get the finer details of the surroundings accurate. That's the first time that's happened. I should probably like go through this level again once I've uploaded it and just put comments like pity number 1, pity number 2. But jeez. Now I think they're doing something else after this. But you know, if you're planning something like this to be done, then you might as well spend most of your time doing it. Luigi would rather be safe than dead. I mean, look at Luigi's Mansion. Better safe than dead. Good summary of Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, you gotta know when the height of that triple jump is, and wall jump from that point. Nice. Twirls for the girls. And toys for the boys. It's safe. It's truly safe. Yes, those spin jumps right there are that tight. Oh, I thought I was a goner for a second there. There we go, it's the first time done. Now I just have to do it a second time, which is fine. Some applause and free one-up for anyone that beats the stage, if it happens to be super expert level or any kind of expert level. I expect it to be expert, but it's not like I can really tell whether a level is used in certain points, but you know. Let's go. Second time through. Should be easier, because you don't have the whole gambit to do. And plus, making it like the original game. Another thing, I'm very certain I might have already said this when come to this for the first time, but this is originally one block lower. So, it was even less forgiving. So, yeah, pity is necessary. And plus, that platform, that long platform there, even to begin with, is a pity. Because there's no way you can long jump from the side of where you just leave all the way over to the location. Just from Mario Maker physics alone. That should make some really strong modification to the level. I think the reason why Cotton Alley is so difficult is because you have, like, multiple of them to do in that one level. Plus, there's, well, moving ones as well that you had to spin jump over to. See, that one was decently quick, you know, because we don't have to do the whole thing. And there you go. We each wanted a description, so we could write a description. And we beat a level, actually. How fun is that? Oh, I've done everything in story mode, by the way. I forgot to mention that. SMB World 6 Boss. Let's add... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Right. Keyboard for the Switch is a bit strange sometimes. World 6 Dash Boss. There we go. Dr. NSFW. I don't know what, if I come up with a description. That's Twitter. Veil. No, I can't put a couple of pity points. So I need a bit of grace. There we go. Speed run. Themed. Auto Mario, of course. And we press this wonderful button right here. J4K6T2SJF for the curious. And Drum and Brawn play Leave This House Immediately. Might as well go and show off those other stages. Like I mentioned, you'd want to experience Cotton Alley for yourself. Because, you know, 309 deaths, 2 clears. That's impressive. Meanwhile, basic stuff's at 40/96 and a small untrap 5/26. So let's start with simple battles, which 82 people haven't beat yet. And this is honestly really dumb. Because, well, you'll see in a few moments' time. Simple battles starts off with a couple of jerkish icicles, indicated by the pokey snowmen. Then you have 3 Goombas to fight. Simple. Have a key to enter the area. Then you have some Koopas to knock out. There's a Koopa for you. Give it another key to enter the door. Then you just knock out the Hammer Bros and, well, there's no way you can actually get to that key door without dying. So, all you have to do is jump here in order to have hit a block and then knock up to there to unlock a hidden block. You have this key for the rest of the level because of reasons. And if you choose to use it at the very end, oh well. Just to mess with you. Twice. Jump over to the left, jump left again. And on the second to last, on the left, pick up a feather. And just fly to the end. I haven't really experimented much with night modes. I probably should do a little bit with night stuff because night things are cool. Oh, secret as well. See that 1 star in the background? Just jump towards it once you're over here. And, alright, you need a small running star for this. Jumped at it, and bam! Hit him 1 up. I think about having, like, secrets like that in the stage would be really cool. Yeah, there's 42 lol in the corner. Bunch of coins, plus some jerkish fire in case anyone doesn't pay attention. But I doubt that's gonna kill anyone. Because you're just right there. and then simple battles. And then the other one, because we don't need to see this because that was just uploaded. World record, no one. Clears, no one. Yeah, but only 30 seconds. It's a loose timer, but still. 12 over 390. Leave this house immediately. You have 30 seconds, like I said. And it's zoom zoom. And the upload date time you saw was correct. 23:57. Almost midnight. Nice comment, bro. Okay, that's not how you're supposed to do that level. So yes, if you couldn't tell, in this Ghost House style for 3D World, the staircases actually act as the slopes. So you dash down the slope and jump over to here. Then there's this part, which some people have squandered at. You just need to do some crazy platforming there. And yeah, the stage also spans the whole length of the level, which is an interesting factoid. Long jump into there, long jump again, jump twice, 3 times. Then you just long jump onto the bullet bill, and there you go. Sorry, Bonsai Bill. 5 seconds remaining. I doubt it's a world record, but, you know, if it shows me. Alright, of course, why wouldn't it? Why would it sort my time or even record my time, is what I'm supposed to say. Print my own level. So yeah, we'll see how World 6 boss goes, and I'll think of other levels to really try and make them. Let's do one multiplayer versus and see how it goes. Because, you know, multiplayer versus is fun. It's very nice. I don't think I'm ever gonna get some of the outfits that are related to it. Like, there's an outfit for getting like 5 wins in a row. Best I've ever done is 2. And it's pretty stupid anyway. But, you know, it depends, really. Let's hope this goes well. Better than last time, I hope. Oh, there we go. 4 people immediately. Meet the competition! Banana Bro has no eyes, and Tom Esperum. Someone's wearing my hoodie as well. How could they? Flood Escape, Noob Super Mario's U-Style, Speedrun, Luigi Bros 64. How many seconds do we have? Enough? All? 300, alright. That's fine. Okay, it seems fine, but there's some lag, but alright. Just go! Luigi got the thing. Ah. I got japed. I will say, though, the night themes, like the music for the night themes, are real good. And this is cockdick. Alright? Why? I mean, it's not my fault, but this is actual cockdick. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Can I not look at the other people? Nice. I'd say start over, but that was my fault for dying right away. Is it gonna go down? Or, I don't know. Has everyone died? What was that loading screen in the back? Oh no. I don't know. I can't tell anymore! What is this? Alright, I forgot I turned the voices on. Here we go. Whoa. I'll go for it, in case it happens. There's Luigi! I think Luigi gave up, actually. I think that's what that implies. Or not. Oh yeah, he did. Okay. One thing about starting over with all players like this, the timer doesn't go back. So if you ever get the very end of a level of some kind, don't go for that. Just communicating with the people. Oh god, what's that? No! And that's me done for the level. Oh. This is not a decent level for this kind of competition. If anything, it would work decently well for, like... whatever. Go Toadette. If I can at least watch the other players after this, for this kind of level, it would be nice. But... no. No worries. At least have the nice nighttime music for the thing. Bum, 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 bum. How can we waste time? Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. La 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 loo. Let's start over. How about no and also no? Oh man, I didn't even realize they're right next to each other. Okay. Should I just give up? I think I'm just gonna give up. I'm losing points, but I might as well. I've got things to be. Might as well. Let's see. So what was the changing between? Or does it automatically change between? Okay, what? What is this left? Okay, this is pretty dumb. Like, incredibly dumb. Fine, quit spectating. That was not a good level. Boo! 20 points. Oh, come on. 1999? Oh, and just a little more. Fine. Fine. You're just gonna knock me down to C like that. Is it my fault? I don't know. But hey. We have outfits, I suppose. This is the updated outfit shit that I have, I suppose. If it counts for something, these are all the things I have unlocked at this current point in time. It helps. But hey. That's it for this episode of Super Mario Maker 2. I apologize for taking a sidetrack and uploading a new level. But I felt like it was a good thing to do at this current point, so I did it. I'll see you in the next video, whatever that happens to be. See you then.